Folks, I'm Dr. Cecil Cockerham, and I want to share a thought about Christ was never spoken by the prophets. That, that's his name that we read in the Bible, King James Bible. Christ was not his name. In fact, it was never spoken by the prophets. It was never on the lips of Moses. In fact, it didn't even exist in the days of King David. That's just the truth. Christ, it was not the name. His name is Yeshua. The disciples used that name to honor him. So where did it come from? Where did this word Christ arise from? Well, it's a title. Christ comes from the Greek word Christos. It's never anointed one. It never means anointed one. It's a substitute for the original Hebrew word Mashiach, the anointed one of Yah or Yahweh. See, we've bought into the idea these translations are true, but they're not. When it was translated to a different language, it changed the meaning. In fact, this change began in Alexander. And in fact, Alexander is between 250 and 150 BCE, when the 70 Jewish scribes translated the Hebrew scriptures into the Greek. And this version became known as the Septuagint. We've all heard that name, Septuagint, into Greek. In the Greek text, the word Mashiach was replaced with the word Christos. That's where it all started to change. At first glance, in this translation, but in time it became a replacement. So there's the problem. So during a length of time, it became a replacement. It became a replacement. So after Yeshua's resurrection, then the apostles preached his name across all of the world, all the land. To the Hebrew-speaking world, these believers, he was still Yeshua. He was. He was Yeshua HaMashiach. But in the Greek-speaking world, he became known as Jesus, Christos. It's still a title, and it's still a description, but not his real name. The name that has power behind it is the name that's in Hebrew. But when Rome made Christianity legal under the Emperor Constantine in 313 AD, everything changed. Here was the change. The Roman Church began formalizing their faith. They embraced Greek and Latin versions of the texts. See, that's what they go on to give us what they think is true. But the Christos became Christos in that exchange of the English. Well, it's just not true. And Christ, by the 14th century, the Wycliffe Bible used Christ. See there? They've already embraced it because they were appealing to an English-speaking audience. By 1526, the Tyndale Bible read and said, Jesus Christ. So now it's Jesus Christ. And then by 1611, the King James Bible made it official. It was Jesus Christ, as if there was a first name and a last name. Many people in certain parts of the world still believe that Jesus has a last name, and his last name is Christ. But see, that's where the confusion goes in. And that's really why I make these videos to clarify this. So, the truth is that it's not his name. There's nothing sacred about that. It's Greek, and it's not what the Father has given his Son, Mashiach, or Mashiach, the anointed one, from Yah himself. These translations have just gone amok and awry by calling him Christ, and to speak what the Greeks called him. But that's not what the Father said. They called him Mashiach, to honor what Yahweh appointed him to be. So we return not to tradition, but to truth. And that's what I'm doing here. We return to truth. It says the truth will make you free. That's what I'm doing now. I'm presenting you with truth that you can go research as I did and know the truth will make you free. If you need to sort this thing out, as some of my friends have said, you're welcome to by giving me an email shout out at Dr. Cecil at teachtruth.net. I do a Zoom and I do a WhatsApp free mentoring class. It's free. My gift to you. So contact me, Dr. Cecil at Teach the Truth, and I'll set up a Zoom or WhatsApp meeting with you and your friends and to clarify this and give a better understanding, shall I say. So, is everything I can say and do? I just simply say, well, just be blessed today, friends.